You're muted. There should be a mic at the top or the bottom of your screen. It's a wee symbol that looks like a mic. You need to click it. That's you.
Is that done? Do you hear me?
Yeah, really fine.
I would have been in the same position in a month, and then he would have been swinging out the door saying, I'm Flat Earth Asshole or Jay Gibson. The whole thing would have happened. In a month and a half, it would have gone down that art exhibit. So the whole thing was accelerated. So he exposed himself. He's a Blue Lodge Mason. He's doing an initiation, and all his characters that he talks to, with a very familiar tone, with the little anonymous nicknames, are all part of some sort of mobilized operation. Mark Sargent, ODD TV, who is a known sex offender. We have the registry, the county registry. Okay?
Well, that's a serious accusation, a serious claim.
Oh, these are the things that I'm getting from certain individuals. And I basically go right to the letter until I find out if somebody's fake or authentic. So I'm here in America, you're in Scotland, and I told you I would see if this gentleman has any worth at all. I don't know what he did with your children, but now it's pretty clear with the skulls on his chair, his greasy look, and his flashings of pyramids and eyes, and using my name dishonestly, and wrote me Jake Gibson, who does approach this like it's a TV show, which I thought would be useful so we can get the layman in, and he's done a very good job at that. You can't spit at him. But he's also been smart enough to distance himself from people walking around with this shirt who might be Nazis, which isn't good for the movement. We've got people like Brian Andrew, who's putting up a video, Dell, who I'm going to send you, okay, the video, saying that my wife was texting him with lewd comments, and Eric Dubay was on the comments agreeing with him. This man is called Brian Grossman. He's of Jewish descent. He's pretending to be an anti-Semite, and he's triangulating with Eric Dubay.
Well,
And Eric
this is a point.
Eric Dubay is surrounding you right now.
No, there's nobody surrounding me. Again, you're doing it. Again, you are affirming this and saying it. And Eric Dubay is surrounding me. Again, trying to make association.
You'll see it later when we start smearing the whole thing. And then those people on your thing. And then they're going to start brandishing you as one of him.
Listen, that's a logical fallacy. That's a generalisation. That's not.
No, that's what the media does.
Well, that's fine. My background, my faults, my whole history is there for the police. Okay, everybody, could be pulled up on characteristic flaws or things that they're saying. Everybody could.
Look, Brian Grossman is a fake. He texted me pretending to be a suicidal flat earther with a mocking tone in his text. I knew he was a crook. He's then put up a video saying that he knows us, and he's talked very lewdly about my wife, pretending that she was sexting him. And Eric Dubay has triangulated and populated the comments. Come on, man, what's wrong with you?
Well, listen,
This is my wife, okay? This is my wife, Katie. She's real, Bill. Yes, I acted in Hollywood, and I'm banned from comedy stage. Eddie Bravo is going to be at the comedy store in LA on the 13th doing my shit.
Listen, people.
They've taken my name, Dell.
Don't fall for this.
They've taken my name in Hollywood on IMDb and all my acting credits, and there's a guy's face pretending to be Matthew Boylan. And then he became Matt Powerland, only see IPS, now pretend to be that.
Listen, people.
This is Masonic gang stalking. I worked with Guy Laliberté and Johnny Laliberté. They told me in 2002 that this cokehead was going to go up in a Soyuz rocket under the Russian administration RASA. It's fake. The first clown in space. It's more deeply occult and sickening than just being an artist working alongside other artists at NASA. But if you need that training wheel to look at the globe as a painting, well, you could thank me. So what you're doing on the street is great work, but you can't omit the fact that I was doing that in comedy clubs, infiltrating the acting and comedy world in front of thousands of people, throwing my career away, career suicide, and now I'm here doing floors painting, and I created a location. I have my own demand.
don't confuse things. Don't try and emotionally play the games further than they need to.
I have no problem with emotion.
It's not about
I'm not a political, emotional robot that won't have a reaction that they could actually pick apart in a court of law because he's never had emotion. This thing's going to be won by being used. I mean, you're full of emotion yourself. I don't know what he did with your children. I don't think it's cool that Eric Dubé is triangulating with a guy who's pretending that... It's gross, okay? This is gang stalking. It's gang stalking.
You want to research flat Earth while you're at research individuals. Here's the public, okay? I did some digging with this whole billboard thing. When you hashtag research flat Earth, or put that in Twitter, okay? The first thing that pops up is a Russian Twitter with a 5-pointed star as their
Order of Eastern Star pentagram
on their API, and it says first of many more. And then it's like, okay, Matt Powerland. So now Matt Powerland is doing business
with Russians.
Russian numbers triangulated our biggest fan. He called us hangman. He calls us.
Vladimir Putin went up with the Russians.
Hello?
You know, I work with his brother. They're trying to create a narrative here on TV.
Is this going to be a discussion, or are we just going to keep fucking shouting?
Yeah, but you know what? You're being divisive when I'm trying to actually save like an asset that got caught in the crosshairs, which is Jake Gibson.
No, I'm not interested in fucking Jake Gibson. I'm interested.
I know you aren't, but that's my. I work with him because he's a common person. He's a regular person that's funny, and he was very, and he worked hard at trying to create it in a manner where the regular kid or person could absorb it fast, and he did a great job.
So my issue here, Matthew, is obviously the conversation you were having with Dan and trying to portray that.
I have issues there.
Right. So if you have an issue with somebody, that's up to you. Don't be dragging my name into it and then trying to label me.
You know what, Del? I won't drag your name in it.
We support you.
We're trying to warn you, Del. We're trying to warn you what they're doing. They're trying to hit terrorism.
This is the thing.
Anti-social behavior and hate speech on the web and regulating it, and moving laws towards arrests for thought police. And guilty by association is a term. You got to watch out for this. He's an agent, Del. His accounts are hollow. They're not real. He lives on a military base in Thailand.
You know me. You know my platform and everything I've ever spoken about and everything I've ever pushed.
I don't want your work to be smeared, man.
It's exactly what you're saying. So there is absolutely no reason for you to be concerned about me, especially when I'm not.
I won't be concerned. You do your thing, but
it's slander.
We pissed on their scenario with the Joe Rogan debate with Dubé. They were firewalling anybody who was saying you should debate a comedian who started it because they're a comedian, Joe, and posts were not showing up. But Dubé was. Dube's triangulating with this guy who's pretending he had sexting with my wife. I mean, you're with me. This is
Listen, don't start. I'm with it. I've been the victim of these fucking triangulations and targeted individuals as well. Right, so you're talking to the choir. This is exactly what I'm talking about. I know about these things. I'm on it. I'm involved in it the same as you're involved in it. So it's not like it's something that's new to me and I don't understand what's happening, which is exactly the reason why I said from the start saying I disassociate from any of these other subjects. This is purely about objective truth. This is about logic, reasoning and natural science. That has been my mantra from fucking day one.
Yeah, no, we've been talking along all the way through this watching.
So, again, it doesn't serve my platform or me any justice when people are continuing to try and portray this image of me associating with certain characters and their beliefs or their ideologies. I don't appreciate that. And if you claim that you didn't know me and you claim that you knew what the platform was, you wouldn't even have brought it into the conversation, therefore giving people a reason that there's something to be concerned about when there's nothing to be concerned about.
I'm just saying, if David Duke put out a really good documentary about the flat Earth tomorrow, would you be talking with him or would you risk being associated with the stigma that surrounds David Duke? Because Eric Dubé is far worse with his spouses than David Duke.
I don't know what you're talking about.
David Duke is an ex-KKK, white Puritan, European descent advocate, white race advocate in the U.S. I'm doing the hypothetical. he has a stigma of being involved with the KKK and being racist and a white supremacist. He came out with a, you know, I guess you don't know him. If you could think of a very popular skinhead or white supremacist in the UK, if he came out with a really good documentary, 200 Proofs of Flat Earth, I mean, would you risk associating all your good work with that so that it gets mired in that stigma?
No, unfortunately, that's the level of mentality of people that they don't look past the man or anything else and address the actual content. You know? And even if this starts to spread, we've got so many factions in the world of skinheads, anti-Jews, anti-Catholics, Catholics, Protestants, Muslims, blah, blah, blah. I mean, we're going to get that type of division regardless. Right? So, for me,
he didn't have any of his rhetoric while he buddied up to me today. First 2 months, and used my content on his channel to build a credibility platform. He built his credibility off of it. His book, Between the Passages, plagiarized from mobile phone, are direct excerpts, probably bugged excerpts from perception shows I was doing in my studio. When does a man who lives in Thailand, who's admitted to me on camera, doesn't speak Thai, and the people in Thai don't care about it, when has he had a chance between being a hollow earther from 2012 to 2013 to know about the cognitive dissonance amongst the people who approach him with the flat earth concept in a country where he doesn't speak the language? And these are direct psychological interventions I was doing in performances, presentations in my studio in front of hundreds of people. The girlfriend and I that I was dating at the time had a feeling that the place was bugged, and then to see these passages in the book. And I asked him, where are you going with the Israel comment here, the Israel comment there? Zero response. That account on Facebook is disabled. I have to upload my passport to even get the screen caps to show you the communiques, how he was avoiding my questions on his Zionist stance. That slowly led to, look, Eric, are you taking this to Jew bashing, which he did? And I'm like, wow, I have to look at myself in the mirror every day and go, how many PEs a radical with blonde hair, blue eyes, associated with somebody that I don't know from abroad?
This is the battle.
That's what they're doing. They want to make Flat Earth look like the new anti-social terrorists.
Well, we know this. We know this.
They want to take it from science. They want to take it from natural science and get us stuck in the quagmire of, well, what about this Holocaust denial? Like, people are calling me a Holocaust denier. They're trying to pin this on me. I've never even brought it up.
Well, you just stick to your guns and you portray yourself the way you see fit. You know, I'm not responsible for anybody else or any of the other stuff that they speak about, right? So, you know, I would drive myself insane running about YouTube, you know, trying to shut everybody down. And you're not the only one who's subject to this, Matthew. The sole.
I think all the people that are subject to this are the ones that are real.
Well, this is what I would imagine, right? The people who are a real threat, grassroots activism people, the common man represent YouTube, and no fucking about, you know. The threat for me is when you're trying to instill critical thought, give people back the faculties of logic and reasoning, i.e. learning things like the trivia. These are the real threats. The rest of the stuff doesn't fucking matter to me. If we can get that message to people, the rest of it will fall into place. So, I'm well aware of these tactics. I've seen it with the Badger groups at the beginning and the antics and how they were going to try and attach other subjects to this. I knew from the off that it had to be separated. I knew from the off if this is hugely significant. If you can get people to see this and you see it for what it is, the rest of it will unfold. We don't need to start, you know, pushing the other stories to them. Again, stories about history and all these other irrelevant things that we're never going to get closure on. They're totally fucking pointless for me. So I have made that clear. There's absolutely no concern that I am going to be, you know, jumping on anybody's bandwagon in regards to these other subjects. My problem is, Matthew, is that you're claiming that you knew me and you knew what my message was, but yet you still felt the need to put that out there.
No. It's like you're missing it. You're claiming on Facebook, which I am. Don't claim to know you personally or met you personally in real time. And I've claimed a concern that you're not aware how they could play this against the entire movement, this Nazi scene. So I mean, maybe you aren't, but I think you're playing with fire by being associated by this this fake. You may.
I'm buying right now to have it. You hear people say